Hello everyone, my name is Pearl Gutka and today we are meeting again at CodeKaroYaaro, India's first online school of computer science. And we are going to learn today how to make a animated interactive project with Scratch. And it's going to be a fun project. So let's get started with our tutorial. So I'm going to share my screen and we will learn how to make a game with the Scratch today. So I hope my screen is visible to you right now. So here we are going to see how we are going to make this game. Okay. So here, as you can see, we have created this game. So you have to jump every time the apple is gliding. This is a jumping game. Make sure you don't touch the apple. If you touch the apple, then uh, you will be out. Okay. So first of all, let me delete all the instructions. I'm going to do starting uh, in this project. I'm going to teach you from starting what to do. So as you can see here, okay, so as you can see here, there is a cat which you have to get from choose a sprite, and there is an apple. Make sure the cat size is 70 and the apple size is 50, and you have to put a backdrop blue sky. Okay, so once this is done, we are going to start the coding part. Okay, so first of all, in the coding part, we are going to code for an apple. So what is the motto of our game? That we have to make the apple glide, right? So first you have to go to the when green flag is clicked. So first of all, you will hide the apple because you don't want it to show initially. So you will use the hide instruction to hide the apple. So the next step is you have to wait for 1 second. Okay, you have to wait for 1 second. Then the apple will show. So again, you have to show the apple from the looks. After showing the apple, you have to make it glide, right? As you saw that the apple was gliding. So we are going to now put forever block. So as you all know, forever from control, right? So forever means whatever code you put inside forever, it will last long until a certain condition is false or you click on the stop button, right? So forever means the code will repeat forever times. Okay, it will never stop. So forever, and inside the forever, first we are going to decide the position of the apple. At what position do we need the apple? So we will go to the motion and there is go to XY instruction. You are going to put this instruction in the forever block. Okay, and you will decide here that what X and Y position of the apple you want. Okay, so it has to be here somewhere. Okay, it has to glide from here, right? So X and Y position we can keep X at 222. Okay, and Y at -84. It's correct. So let's see. Okay, so the X and Y position of the apple is perfect. Now we have to make it glide, right? It should go continuously in the X position. It should glide. So we will make use of glide instruction from motion block. See, as you can see, the apple is gliding, but it is gliding too fast. Okay, we want it to glide a little bit slower. So here glide 1 second. We are going to remove 1 and we are going to put 3. So it will go at a slower pace and it will glide properly. Okay, so this is the instructions we are going to put for the apple. So what we are going to put for the apple, the first instruction is when green flag is clicked, then we are going to make it hide. Okay, then we are going to wait for 1 second and we can make it show the apple. Okay, and in the forever block, we will decide one position of the apple. That is X position is 222 and the Y position is -84. Then we are going to glide the apple 3 seconds to X and Y position. So this will be the output. As you can see that the apple is gliding, right? So this is the code for the apple. Now we are going to go to the cat sprite. So for the cat, we have to make it jump, right? We have to make it jump whenever the apple is coming in the way. Okay, so for making it jump, we have to press the up arrow key from the keyboard. Whenever we press the up arrow key, it will jump. The cat will jump. For that, we will have to code for the cat. So go to the events, and when space key pressed, instead of space key, we are going to put up arrow. Okay, so whenever the up arrow key is pressed from the keyboard, the cat will jump. Okay, so up arrow key is pressed and we can start the sound. Okay, go to the sound and we can start the sound meow. So whenever it will jump, it will make the sound meow. Okay, after that, the next step is you have to repeat a particular instruction. So you go to the control and you put the repeat block. Now, what is the difference between repeat and forever? So forever means whatever code you put inside forever, it will keep on repeating itself until a certain condition is false or stop button is pressed. Okay, it will keep on repeating. It will never stop. But repeat means it will only repeat a particular instruction for a particular number of time. Understood? So if repeat is 10, okay, right now repeat is only 10 times. That means whatever instruction we put inside the repeat, it will only repeat for 10 times. Okay, after 10 times it will stop. Okay, so repeat 10 times. What you want to repeat? You want to change the Y position of the cat, right? You have to make it jump like this, right? So this is the X position. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This is the X position. The sleeping is the X position and standing is the Y position. Okay, so this is the Y position of the cat, up and down, right? So you have to change the Y position. So go to the motion and put change Y by, instead of 10, we are going to put 13 here. It will do a longer jump. So change Y by 13. And again, we'll put the repeat. We have to bring it down also. So repeat 10 times and change Y by minus 13. This time it will be minus 13 because it's coming down, right? So change Y by minus 13. So let's see if it works or not. So I have to make the apple. Okay. I have to make the cat jump. Okay. So we'll make it bring closer to the apple. Make sure the cat doesn't touch the apple. Okay. So we will also do one thing. We will set some position of the cat. So whenever the green flag is clicked, so we don't have to adjust it every time. So when green flag is clicked, we will put go to XY and we will set a certain position of the cat, that is minus 167, and the Y position we will put minus 52. Okay, so this is the position of the cat. Okay, now for the apple, what we have to do is, after doing this, we have to put when green flag is clicked, we have to check the condition. If the cat is touching the apple, then you have to stop all, right? So wait until the cat touches the apple. So you'll go to the control and there is wait until condition. Wait until, here you are going to put the condition. That is, if it's touching the cat or not, if the apple is touching the cat. So here you'll choose sprite 1 as sprite 1 is the cat. And you can put stop all. Okay. Stop all means the entire thing will be stopped. Okay, so let's see. Suppose I'm touching the apple knowingly. So see, the game is stopped. Okay. You can also put score if you want to give the player score on successful jumps. So you can go to the variables. So variable is something in which you can store data and make a variable. Okay. So you can put score, and after score, you will see that the score variable is here, and you have to change the score every time there is a successful jump. So you can put it here, change score by 1, and you have to set the score to 0 once the new game is started. So you have to put set score to 0 after green flag is clicked. So now whenever I'll make a successful jump, it will change the score by 1. Okay, so once it will touch the cat, the score will stop and the game will also stop. Okay, so this is what the game is all about. Okay, so you have to make the cat jump, and something obstacle like thing is gliding down. You have to uh you have to protect the cat from that. Okay, so whenever that obstacle thing is near the cat, you have to make it jump. So this is the game all about. Make sure you save the game after you have created it. And I hope you will enjoy creating this game. So in the next class, we will learn about creating more and more games and animations and stories. So stay tuned, and I will see you in my next class. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. So bye everyone.